What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel today. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me. Sorry for such a big delay in videos, but we've been busy. We've had track rentals for the race cars. We've had races for the race cars. It's just been hectic and busy, but we need to get a little better on that. Maybe I'll make Marcy remind me we got to do a video at least once a week, something like that. But so before we get too much into today's content, if you guys would please consider hitting that subscribe button, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Anything to help the channel, I greatly appreciate that. Helps out a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully the volume's okay on this. I've got a new mic mount, and it does not have a spot for my external mic yet. I got a new camera mount, I should say, not a mic mount. That's the problem with not having the external mic. So, taking a test drive in Joe Glockner's 2018 Dodge Demon, which some of you all would have saw we messed with a little bit last year at the track during Cincy Street Nights. Had some big plans for it last year, and the race actually went away, so race came back this year. Me and Joe are actually sponsoring the street class together, so check that out if you're in the area and want to have a fun little race. Next race is this coming Friday, so a couple days from now. So, now on to the car. The car before, bone stock, dynoed 680 to the tire on the, I guess you would call it a Hellcat PCM. We never actually ran it with the Demon PCM, which I think gives a little bit better timing curve and lets you run race gas. So, we always just ran it on what I'm gathering is just a Hellcat PCM. So, when we went a 10, I want to say it's a 1030 with that tune and everything in the car. Pretty respectable, I thought, for, you know, it was hot summer months, everything like that. Wasn't the dream weather, perfect conditions like they actually had when they ran the 9.8 or whatever Dodge ran with the car. In the proper conditions, I do think it is possible. So, not ones to leave well enough alone, we decided to jump into this thing and modify it up a little bit. So the biggest, well, let's just go top to bottom. So we sent the supercharger off to Brett over at Jokerz, got their full tilt buggy port package on there, got some of their thermal reduction plates between the blower and the heads. Then we put a 265 upper pulley on it, and it's got an Innovators West, they call it like a 9.8% or something overdrive, so I just call it like it close enough to call it a 10%, I think, but got a lower on it. Got the stock cold air kit and airbox. The Demon kit looks pretty good. I don't think it's actually probably holding us back any. Has a VMP 105 throttle body on the car. Then we decided to address the exhaust. We put a set of American Racing's 2-inch long tubes, Off-Road X. Then left the stock cat back because these cars, they seem to get a very ear-piercing loud, kind of obnoxious, so we just left the stock cat back on it. Everything sounds good. Didn't seem to hold us back on power any, so that's a plus. Then we did a Fore triple pump return fuel system on the car. That way we could run full E85. Has a set of ID 1300 injectors in it. Then for the tuning side of things, I am probably going to butcher the name of this shop. And Kurt, I apologize. I get you. My last name gets butchered a bunch too. I must say it's Dusterhoff Tuning. Did all of our tuning on this project. You know, they came highly recommended from Brett over at Jokerz, so, you know, we went with that. That was a dream to work with once we finally got everything squared away on the PCM. So, since on the Dodges you got to send them in, get them unlocked and everything, we had a few shipping issues, we'll call it. Nobody's fault but my own on one of them. But then we had other issues after that, so I'll take credit for the one, but the other ones that was out of my control. So we got this thing on the dyno, right? So it dynoed 680 to begin. Well, let me go through it again. Got my first tune from Kurt. He's like, hey, give me some idle rev and a quick drive with it. Did all that. He's like, all right, looks really good. Give me a wide open throttle hit to 5,000 RPM. Did that. He's like, all right, looks perfect. Let me give you a revision. Then you can go ahead and take this thing to about 64, 6,500. So he gave me that revision, and the streets of Mexico was a little busy at that moment, so I went ahead and put it on the dyno. Figured it was time to see what the number was. Got it on the dyno, made the pull to 64, 6,500, right in that range. That yielded 957, we'll call it 960 rear wheel horsepower and 900 foot-pounds of torque. Really, really impressed with the torque. I'll put the dyno videos in here with a dyno graph at the end. But, you know, tuning went just spot on, you know, nod to those guys, you know, it's very impressive. Any other Dodge tuning in the future needs I've got, I know where I'm going, you know, hopefully get a few more of these, I don't know, we'll see. So now, you know, we're more interested in seeing what it does at the track versus the dyno. It's easy to make big power at the dyno. The track normally tells the tale, so we'll be racing this in True Street at Cincy Street Nights on this coming Friday. It's a no prep event, so I don't know how well we'll do there, being able to launch and stuff. We may have to back it off a lot. We'll find out. But, you know, once fall weather and everything runs around, you know, hopefully some bottom 9s, 9.0, something like that, you know, be pretty happy with. But we'll just have to, time will tell on that. Then, what else? What else we got going on? We also have a couple new shirts. As you can see, I'm wearing one of them. I will post some links in the description of the video. I think Marcy has them up on the website for you guys to order those if you're interested in those. You know, we've got most common sizes in stock right now. If not, they're only a couple days out. Excuse me. So, as you can see, everything's went pretty spot on with this here test drive. Just wanted to double check some light throttle stuff. You know, got the logger going. But other than that, very happy with the way this car turned out. Thought I'd throw you out something a little more different. You know, just cruising through the neighborhood, looking at cornfields and everything else around the shop. Then, like I said, Cincy Street Nights this coming Friday at Edgewater Sports Park. You know, there's a few spots I think left open to pre-enter into small tire and a few other classes. So I will post a link down. I think it's just on Facebook for that. I'll try to put a link in the description. If you're within a driving distance, it's well worth coming to check out the race, or race, whichever one you'd prefer. Hopefully we see you guys there. But other than that, I will try to get on keeping you more videos on a regular basis, not like a 4-week hiatus every time. So, as always, thanks for spending a little bit of time with me today, driving around, talking about Dodge stuff, and we will see you guys on the next video. See ya.